this. Hey guys, welcome back to week 2 of my marathon training. If you're new here, hello, my name is Dia. I'm a photographer and content creator living in San Diego, and I normally do videos about my planners, but last week I shared a weekly marathon training video with you guys, and I really enjoyed documenting it and sharing it with you, so I just thought I would go ahead and continue with that this week. This is week 2. Today is Monday, August 21st, and I'm training for a marathon that I'm going to run in January. If you did watch last week's vlog, you know that I'm supposed to be in Texas right now, and unfortunately that got postponed. We've had this planned for months. We're considering moving to Texas, so we were gonna go out there and visit with my aunt and kind of check out the Austin area, but Hurricane Hillary came, and while it really didn't do too much damage, at least not where we live, it did postpone our flight, which meant we were gonna miss our connecting flight, and it was just going to be way too difficult to try and get another flight and get there with enough time to do all the things that we wanted to do while we were there. So we just decided to go ahead and postpone our trip. I was really looking forward to changing up my running and running in a new place. I know it's really hot there right now, but it's been really overcast and cool in San Diego for a month now. So the change was going to be nice, and I wanted to bring you guys along with me on that, but I guess that's not going to happen. So it's another week of training in San Diego. We were up pretty late last night because we were concerned that our flight might get canceled. So we were waiting and waiting to do our packing until the end of the night. And then we finally decided, okay, it's gonna happen, we're gonna go. So we went ahead and packed up everything, and right before we were about to go to bed, we got the notification that our flight was canceled. So I didn't get much sleep last night. After all of that, plus my 5-mile run yesterday, I was just really feeling tired this morning. So I ended up sleeping in until about 6. And because we had planned on being gone all week, we had no food in the house. So we had to put something together really quick and go grocery shopping. And I didn't get to do my run in the morning. I ended up doing it at 3 o'clock, which luckily I do live in San Diego, so it wasn't too hot out and it was a bit overcast, but it was still 75 degrees out and it was pretty warm, and I had a pastrami sandwich for lunch that came back to haunt me in the middle of my run. It was only supposed to be a 15-minute recovery run, but I usually don't run any less than 3 miles or 30 minutes. So I went ahead and just did a 30-minute run, and my daughter came along with me again. She was kind of not feeling it today too, so she walked some of the way, but we got a nice little run in together. I'm hoping tomorrow is much better. I ended up running a 9:43 pace, and I just felt ugh. But in case you're curious, I am using the Nike Run app, and I'm just following the marathon training program that they have for free on here, and so far I'm really enjoying it. So that's gonna be it for today. Got my run in, really didn't want to get my run in. This is exactly why I like to get my runs done first thing in the morning. If you wait until later in the day, there's just too many excuses you can give yourself not to get the run done. But I'm very proud of myself for getting it done, and for my daughter for coming along with me. And tomorrow's another recovery run. We're not sure if we're gonna do it at the beach yet or at the park, but we'll have to wait and see, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday morning, August 22nd, and I just finished my recovery run for today, which was a 5K run. I ended up doing it at a 9:34 pace, but I felt like crap the entire time. And I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that, a little bit about when you detour from your training and nutrition plan and making sure you just stay the course and do your best. I mentioned yesterday that we're supposed to be in Texas right now visiting my aunt and checking out the area, but because of the hurricane, our flight got canceled. That just totally threw us off because we were ready to be gone for the whole week and we had to quickly readjust. We went grocery shopping, got food, tried to kind of stick to a healthy plan, and we had to rearrange our schedule with some shoots that we had. We were just feeling so wiped out mentally yesterday, and then I think I was also just feeling a little bit wiped out from my rainy day run the day before. We got some work done and then we took it easy yesterday, and then I had a moment of weakness and asked my husband to pick me up some wine. So he did, and I had a couple glasses of wine and I'm paying for it right now. I did not want to get up at 4:30 because I wasn't feeling hungover or anything like that. I can tell the difference between when I have alcohol and when I don't have alcohol, especially when I'm running a lot. I can just feel the difference in my body. And I woke up this morning wanting to hit that snooze button, especially because my husband didn't even set his alarm, I don't think, and he slept in. Normally, he is my running buddy and health partner, but lately we're just on two different plans, I guess. I happen to be a little bit more disciplined right now than he does, and you know what, that happens. We've been together for over 15 years and we come in and out of it together, where at one point one of us is more on it than the other one, and right now it just happens to be me that's working a little bit harder to be more self-disciplined, eat right, and make sure I get my workouts in. So it was really hard to get out of bed when he was still in bed, but I did it anyway. I did not feel like running at all, but I just kept taking one step at a time. I said, okay, do my miracle morning first, which is my reading and my writing, and then it was just put your workout clothes on. So then I put my workout clothes on, and then I tidied up the kitchen a little bit just to get my body moving and wake myself up a little. And my daughter wanted to come along with me on this recovery run. She is realizing that she can't quite keep up with me, so she just does about half the run that I do. And unfortunately, she had a glass of wine last night too, so she wasn't feeling very optimal either and had to cut her run short. I thought today was going to be a speed run just like it was last week, but apparently it switches up, which is good because I really wasn't feeling a speed run today. I was just supposed to do an easy 5K run, and I feel like I did that. I feel like it was a little rougher just because I didn't fuel myself properly last night, but I did it and I'm glad I did it. But I always feel good when I get my exercise in. So if you're struggling too, especially if you're kind of trying to do it on your own, just don't give up. Keep trying. It's okay to slip and fall. Just make sure it doesn't stop you. And tomorrow is my rest day. I really want to start doing a full body workout. I'm hoping I'm going to feel myself more properly today so that I feel like doing that tomorrow, and I'll see you guys then. Hey guys, good morning. It's Wednesday. Today is a rest day, but I'm gonna finally attempt one of the full body workouts that I was meaning to do all last week, but I was just too sore to do. I'm not really feeling sore right now. I'm just feeling really tired this week, and I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's because for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I didn't get up until almost 6:30, and I started getting up at 4:30 again. So I don't know if it's because I'm not used to waking up early. I think I might be running my recovery runs a little bit too fast. I usually do them around a 10-minute pace, and I should be between an 11 and 11:30 pace. I don't know. My body's feeling really tired right now. It could be a combination of a whole bunch of things though, so I'm just going to push through it. I'm, of course not going to hurt myself or anything. It's more of a mental push through than a physical push through. Like I said, I'm going to be doing this 45-minute workout from Lori Midkiff. You can't see her right here, but I'll leave a link to this video down below. It's a 45-minute full body at-home workout with dumbbells, and because I'm feeling kind of tired and exhausted, I'm seriously only gonna do 5-pound dumbbells. And actually I meant to grab my 3-pound ones too, because for some of these I might even just do body weight. I don't know, if I start feeling better, I'll go ahead and do a little bit higher of a weight, but right now I'm just trying to get my whole body moving, not really trying to break any records here. I have my yoga mat. I'm gonna set up in this little corner right here. This is like my little workout corner because I don't really have anywhere else in the house that I like to do it without being in some sort of walkway where I get in people's way. My husband actually went out on a run this morning. He strained his ankle a few weeks ago riding his bike. He fell off, and he hasn't ran or really done much since then while he's been recovering. So he's gonna give a run a try this morning. So hopefully he does well, and maybe I'll have my running partner back. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this before I talk myself out of it. all done. Not gonna lie, I feel a little bit like throwing up right now. It went okay. It wasn't a fabulous workout. It wasn't my strongest, but at least I did it. I'm a runner, always been a runner. Running comes very naturally to me, and I know that especially as I get older, I need to be lifting weights and strength training a little. Nothing crazy. I do feel like the heavier I start to lift, the heavier I feel on my runs. I know lifting makes you stronger. For me, the times that I did start lifting more weight, I felt them slow my run down. But then again, it could have been because I wasn't properly training on my runs. I'm not a certified fitness instructor or anything, just doing this stuff for myself. And I know that strength training is important, so I'm trying to work it in at least 2 days a week. Last week, if you watched my last vlog, you know that I didn't do any full body workouts. Sorry if you can hear my husband in the shower. He got back from his run. But anyway, last week I didn't do any full body workouts because I was just too sore, my lower body, with the first week running. So I only did some upper body and some walking and just really light training. But this week I wanted to go ahead and give this one a try. I feel really good. As you can see, I ended up doing 5-pound weights the whole time. When I used to do this, I used to bump up to 12-pound weights, but I just wanted to start off slowly and it felt good, and I'm glad I did it. I think I have my speed run tomorrow, so I'm hoping that I won't be too sore, but I guess we will see. I need to go shower now and eat. I don't know if I should show you guys what I'm eating this week. It's not the healthiest. Maybe tomorrow I'll show you guys what I've been eating for the week, because it's the same thing all week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'll see you guys on tomorrow's workout. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday morning and I have the dreaded speed run today. I did a full body workout yesterday and I'm kind of regretting it a little because my legs are so sore. The thought of having to run faster today just doesn't sound good. But my speed work is intervals, and I believe it's like 1 minute on a 5K pace, 1 minute on a 10K pace, and then 30 seconds on a 1 mile pace. I was trying to kind of map them out yesterday to know what speed I should run at today, but I have no idea what's going to happen. I think I'm just going to let my body do whatever it needs to do on this run. And I have a really long day today because we have a photo shoot. We're photographing a football team, the seniors, to make their senior banners, and then we're going to be photographing the varsity football game tonight. I guess there's a shortage in referees, so some of the games had to be held on Thursdays instead of Fridays, so it's Thursday night lights this week. I just wanted to show you guys a couple things. Somebody asked skincare wise. I used to use regular sunscreen. I think I used to use Neutrogena for sensitive skin. I loved it. And then I started to have like this burning reaction on my face. And it took me a while to realize that it was the sunscreen that was causing me to get irritated. And then I ended up getting a lot of dark spots on my face. And then I did a lot of research and found out that when you're allergic to regular sunscreen, you should try mineral sunscreen. And I've been using mineral sunscreen for the last few years now. The thing about mineral sunscreen is the zinc in it will make your face really white. So I usually make sure it has some sort of tint in it. I thought I would give this one a try. And I found it on Amazon, I believe. But I love this stuff. It's thick. It says it's matte, but honestly, I get quite shiny after I put it on. So I don't know if it's really matte. This is the sunscreen that I've been using. The one I was using before this smelled funny. This one actually has not really any smell to it. I do have to wash my hands after. The sun's not really out yet, but I always put it on anyway, just in case. Just a few other essentials for my run. I got this flip belt years ago. So this is what I keep my phone in. It slides around my waist, and then it has these like little hole things right here that you slide your phone into. And then you're supposed to flip the belt over, hence the name flip belt, so that it secures your phone in there. But I really have no problem with my phone falling out, so I just slip it in like this, and it's easy to grab. I do have a little Lululemon bag, but I find that when I'm running, it kind of moves around too much when my phone is inside of it, and then the strap on it can be really uncomfortable too, especially if I have like a shorter shirt on and it rubs on me. This is so comfortable. They used to be hard to find. I was only able to find them at like marathon road shows and stuff before, but you can find these anywhere now, Amazon. But this is like one of my favorite running items. And I do need to invest in better socks. Right now I just have Amazon socks, but I'm finding that the more miles that I put on, I think I need to invest in better socks. So I'll let you guys know when I find those. And then running shoes wise, I just run in these. These are the Nike Free Run Flyknit. There's also a Nike Free Run, but I'm really particular, and I like the Flyknit ones because it's this like knitted material that stretches, and they're probably not the best for high mileage. Actually, no, they're not the best for high mileage. These are more for short runs, but I can't run in anything different. I can't run in anything that has a lot of cushion in it. I would probably run barefoot if I knew it wasn't gonna make my feet look really ugly after. They say that your shoes should feel like an extension of your feet, and that's exactly what these are. So because they have such a thin bottom on them, I do need to replace them more often than a thicker pair of shoes, but I usually can find them at the Nike outlet store. I hope they never stop selling these because they're the 2018 model, and when I went to Nike the other day, they didn't have any, so I was really sad. But whenever I do stop by Nike, I'll usually pick up a couple of pairs because they're not always easy to find. But yeah, that's what I run in, and they're especially perfect for things like speed work today. All done, and of course, it's never as bad as I think it's gonna be. This one was actually quite fun. I have a really hard time gauging on those short distances how fast I should be running. It did help when he would say, you should be giving a 6 effort right now. Then I would go, okay, wait, I'm probably doing like an 8 right now, and I would slow down. So that helped a lot. But the runs always go by super quick, way faster, of course, than my longer runs. So they're never really hard to complete, and I'm really beginning to enjoy them. My daughter came with me, and she just ran around the park slowly, and then we walked home. Tomorrow is a recovery run, and it's only 20 minutes, so I'll probably just go ahead and do my 30-minute recovery run. I'm gonna really try to dial that one down a little in speed. And I think really quick today, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm eating for the week. I know I said it's not the healthiest. We had to hurry up and buy groceries, so we just kind of put together a menu really quick. I'll show you what we're having for breakfast and lunch and dinner, and then next week we're gonna really dial in the nutrition.
Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine, wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine, wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine, wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine, wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine.
Hey guys, good morning. It is now Sunday morning, and I skipped the last 2 days of recording my runs because they really weren't much. On Thursday, I had a 20-minute recovery run, and like usual, I went ahead and extended it to 30 minutes. My husband is getting back into running again, so he ran with me at the beach, which was really good because one, I usually slow down when I run at the beach because it's a little bit harder to run on the sand, and two, his pace is a lot slower than mine right now, so it got me to slow down and have a nice recovery run. And yesterday was my rest day, and I was gonna go for a walk with my husband in the morning. He went for like a 5-mile walk, but I decided to just rest my legs and do a really low intensity upper body workout later in the day, and that's all I did yesterday. Today, Sunday, is my long run, and it's 6.2 miles, and that's not a big deal. I've ran that before. I'm just feeling extremely tired right now because I had to get up at 3 o'clock this morning with my husband and my daughter because we have a photo shoot in Santa Clarita, and we decided that I should stay home and take care of the dogs and get some other stuff done, but I wanted to make sure I was up to send them off this morning. They left at 4 o'clock. It's now 5:40. I had had some coffee, I did my miracle morning, and I think I'm ready to go. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna get out the door anyway. The sun's not even up yet. It's pretty pitch black outside. The sun rises at 6:30, so I wanna get out the door at 6 o'clock right now, and then hopefully halfway through my run, I'll probably see the sunrise, which is one of my favorite things about morning runs. It's a 6.2 mile run at a comfortable pace, which is about all I can give right now. So it should take me a little bit over an hour, and I will check in with you guys when I get back. Okay guys, 10K is done, and I'm so glad I just got out there because I got to see the most beautiful sunrise. And if I can give you guys one piece of running advice, it's to just start. I wanted to bring my GoPro with me, but I wasn't sure if it was charged, and I knew that I would start procrastinating if I went and got it ready. So I just decided to head out the door, and I felt better than I thought I was going to. The run was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. And that's just the way it usually is. We talk ourselves out of it before we even give it a try. So my one piece of advice is just start. You can always stop. You should listen to your body, of course. So if you're feeling any pain or anything, you should stop. But normally once you start, it's a lot easier than you thought it was going to be. So just start. What's the worst that can happen? You have to stop and walk back. It's worth taking the chance. I gave the same advice to my daughter the other day when I had to do speed runs, and she said she just wasn't feeling it. So I told her, well, let's do a slow jog to the park. And then once you get to the park, if you want to walk, you can go ahead and walk while I run around the park. And of course, once she got there, she felt so much better. So she ended up running the whole time too. So don't underestimate yourself. You'll probably surprise yourself. I know I say it repeatedly lately, but we haven't seen very many sunrises in San Diego because it's just been so cloudy and overcast for the past few months. So I got to see the most beautiful sunrise, and it made me very grateful for my run today. And unfortunately, I was probably about 5 minutes too early on my run because I had to turn back and run while the sunrise was behind me. It was just so beautiful, and I love to see the golden light spill all over everything. And I'm also grateful for this run because it took me down to an area that I normally don't go through because it's not like a through street area, but they're the most gorgeous houses, and it just gives me time to visualize and appreciate life and my run and everything in between. I ended up running a 9:48 pace. I am really loving this Nike app. It's Coach Bennett who talks to you on the guided runs if you choose to listen to them. And I choose to listen to them because I love what he has to say. And one of the things that I really appreciate is that he tells you to slow down a lot. If you're a runner, I don't know if you're like me and you have the habit of speeding up as your run goes, and every run is I need to PR this run, and that's not how the training is supposed to be. So he reminds me of that constantly and reminds me to slow down, and I need that, so I really appreciate it. And that's it. That was an awesome run. I am now wrapping up week 2 of my marathon training. Next week is week 3. And I'm gonna start paying more attention to my nutrition next week. So that's kind of what next week's gonna be about. I'll let you know what my runs are, but I am going to meal prep for the week, and I'll talk to you guys more about that in next week's vlog. I hope you enjoyed this week's marathon training vlog. If you did, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. And if you want to be notified whenever I post a new video, make sure you hit that notification bell. And if you guys have any questions or anything, just go ahead and leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.